What's up, YouTube? Ryan back with another cards going up video this week. Of course, it is a postseason edition because we're focusing just on baseball again. And every player on the list this week, you guys, is still currently in the playoffs. Before we jump into this video, you guys, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and just a reminder, you guys, throughout these videos now, we're going to be using sellthepeak.com for our eBay comps. Super great website because it lets you know if it's sold on auction, if it got accepted on a best offer. It lets you know the best offer price, which is amazing because no one likes searching eBay and seeing that line through the price. But if you want to dive even deeper, for $10 a month, you guys get full access to their database that includes graphs, pop reports, all the above pretty much for your sports cards. It will let you know how your cards are trending, give you a little more detail onto why or how you should maybe buy or sell a card. $10 a month. If you guys use coupon RYDOG54 at checkout, you get 20% off your first month, so it'll only be $8. If there is a card in the database that you think should be in there, they have an easy request form. It takes about 1 minute to submit, and within 48 hours, that card will be added to their database with everything included. So if you're interested in that, it's definitely helpful. If not, eBay comps are completely free, like I said, and that's what we're going to be using today. Let's jump into it. All right, you guys, first card this week, or player, I should say, Ronald Acuña Jr. He was in last week's video, but we had to include him again this week. Ronald Acuña has been an absolute stud, you guys, so far in the postseason for the Braves, and honestly, he's been their best player. And other than their pitching, I will say their pitching has been phenomenal. But as far as an offensive standpoint, he's been their best hitter. He hit a home run in the Marlins series that was massive. The Marlins couldn't seem to get him out. Even though he batted 182, he still had a 360 on base percentage. So he was doing great. He's getting beaned a couple times. If you didn't see that, there was some drama with that. He was getting walked. The Marlins don't like pitching to Ronald Acuña because they can't seem to get him out. So this week, same card as last week. It's the only repeat in the video, so I wanted to just throw it out there first. The 2018 Topps Update, US 250, PSA 10. On the 7th, you guys, you can pick up this card for $163.50 at auction. On the 10th, you guys, same card at auction again, 3 days later on the 10th. $193. So there was 31 bids. It sold at auction. This card is consistently selling now for around $190. So big price increase, about $30 in just a couple of days. I think maybe people are getting the, hey, maybe he'll do what Juan Soto did last year. Maybe the Braves will go to the World Series. Maybe he'll hit a home run in the World Series, stuff like that. They're playing the Dodgers. I think it's kind of a long shot for them to beat the Dodgers. But if he performs nonetheless, the hype is just going to keep going up with Acuña with his, I would say, mediocre season because he dealt with injuries and missed some time. I still think he played good this season, but for, I think, Ronald Acuña's standard, it wasn't what Ronald Acuña was expecting, or maybe a lot of his big, heavy investors, because last year he was a top 5 player in the league. I still think he's amazing, though. $193, 4 days, $30 increase. That's why I made my list. Second player on the list this week, you guys, was the Tampa Bay Rays hero. If you guys didn't see Mike Brosseau, dude had one of the greatest at-bats in maybe MLB history. He hit the go-ahead home run in the bottom of the 8th against Aroldis Chapman, and I think it was a 10-pitch at-bat, and it was phenomenal because Aroldis Chapman did everything right in that at-bat, and he still managed to give up a home run. Insane at-bat. Mike Brosseau was in Topps Chrome this year, guys. We're focusing on his 2020 Topps Chrome, just base auto. There's not a lot of sold history on this card. So on August 20th, so almost 2 months ago now, this card is only an $8 card. And if you see here at the beginning of September, you could get 2 of them for $14, so $7 a piece. But that was pretty much the most recent sales before he hit that home run. On the 11th, you guys, today, this card sold for $23. This was a fixed price. And if you guys can see, this card is consistently selling for the $20 range right now. So one big home run is all it takes in this market for your cards to boom. They've gone up a ton. They've tripled. So what was a $7 card is now a $23 card. If for some reason you PC Mike Brosseau, I'm selling everything. His stuff tripled overnight. I don't know. He's a good player, obviously, but I don't know if he has any future value. Let me know in the comments. I don't know a lot about him. So let me know in the comments on Mike Brosseau if you're holding his stuff, if you think he's a good buy, stuff like that. But regardless, his stuff tripled off of one at-bat in the postseason. So, and it was a pinch hit. The next player on the list, you guys, Randy Arozarena for the Tampa Bay Rays. I know he is in a Cardinals jersey here, but he plays for the Rays. Probably been the best player this postseason. Randy Arozarena, you guys, against the Blue Jays, he hit 500. And then against the Yankees this series, he hit 421 with 3 home runs. So the dude is on absolute fire right now. I can't imagine him slowing down on this hot streak, but you never know. Things can happen like that. But today we're focusing on his 2020 Topps Chrome Ben Baller edition rookie card. So a shorter printed card. But a week ago, 10 days ago on the 1st, this was a base card. You can pick this up for $3. This is cheaper than a lot of the base cards in the set. Yesterday, October 10th, you guys, this card sold at auction for $26. So in 10 days, it went up $23. I don't even know what the ratio is on that. That's like 700%. Postseason market, it's crazy, you guys. This is another guy that I sold everything I have of him. I found everything I have at Randy Arozarena, and I sold it already. I'm not saying he can't be good. He's 25, so he's a little bit older rookie. A lot of people believe in him. He seems like a really good player. His minor league stats are not bad at all. So if you believe in him, maybe he's a good buy. But I personally sold everything I have of him. Like I said, the Rays, they match up very well against the Astros. They definitely have better pitching. And they have timely hitting that seems to be working for them. They're a tough matchup. I think this series is going to be really good. And there's a chance they go to the World Series. So you never know. Randy Arozarena, you got to make the list. Best player in the 2020 postseason thus far. The fourth guy on our list, you guys, Will Smith. Nope, not the actor. The catcher for the Dodgers. Focusing on his 2019 Topps Chrome Update PSA 10. On the 6th, you could pick up this card for $19.50 at auction. Will Smith, you guys, had an outstanding season. 400 on base percentage. I think he ended up hitting like 290, but over a 900 OPS is his second year in the league. He had a really good rookie year last year in 2019. Improved this year. If you guys watch my mail day videos, I actually picked up this card in the pink refractor form last week. So I believe in Will Smith personally, but he kind of showed why maybe you should too. On the 8th, you guys, Will Smith was the first Dodger ever, one of the oldest organizations in baseball, to have 5 hits in a postseason game. And on the 8th, you could pick up the same card that was selling for $20 just a couple days ago for $45. If you're one of those quick flippers out there and you had a lot of Will Smith, that is an easy profit because I'm sure they're going to go down a little bit with the postseason. But you never know. They're favorites to win the World Series by far. They have easily the best lineup with the Yankees being out. They have the best pitching other than maybe the Rays. The Braves have been really good, but I still think the Dodgers from top to bottom are the best team in the MLB. Unfortunately, as much as that hurts me to say as a Diamondbacks fan, he's been under the radar and in people's shadows because how can you not be in LA when you have Cody Bellinger on your team? Mookie Betts joins this year. Clayton Kershaw is the Cy Young pitcher he is again this year. How can you not be in the shadow on that team? So I think with that 5-hit game, he got himself on the map. People are like, wow, this guy's good at baseball. So Will Smith's a very consistent player. Again, he's improved both years so far. Been really good. But he's just like a consistent player. So I think that 5-game hit really put him on the map. And like I said, took him out of the shadow a little bit. Say, maybe this dude is a superstar. Before that 5-hit game, you guys, he was hitting 0.00 in the postseason. And he ended up hitting 455 with a 571 on base percentage because of that 5-hit game against the Padres for that entire series. So with that said, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Will Smith the rest of this postseason. Me personally, I think they definitely beat the Braves, but you never know. It's baseball. Whichever team gets hot, I won't be rooting for the Dodgers. But Will Smith's a guy to watch. We might see his cards again go up if he performs. So that's why we had to include him on the list this week, you guys. First Dodger ever in postseason history with 5 hits. And he's a good player. And the last player on the list this week, you guys, is probably a lot of people's least favorite player on the list. Carlos Correa. I don't hate the guy. I know a lot of people do because the Astros cheated, and he's kind of been the face of the whole thing. Been very arrogant, I want to say, cocky. After they beat Minnesota, they said, "What now? What do you guys got to say now?" We went into Minnesota and beat them. So he does some things that make people mad, but he's a good baseball player. I don't think he's actually lived up to the hype. He was the #1 pick overall in 2012 as a 16-year-old kid. I don't think he's really lived up to that hype. If you look at his stats, he's just like he's like a good player. He's not like the all-star I think people thought he was going to be. He's still young. He's only 26 years old. He has plenty of time to grow still. But nonetheless, he's been killing it this postseason. So the card we're focusing on today, you guys, 2015 Topps Update, catching Carlos Correa, PSA 10. On the 17th, you can pick up this card at auction for $27.59. So Carlos Correa, guys, in the postseason so far, he's hitting 500. He hit 500 against the Twins with 1 home run. He hit 500 against the A's with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs in that series. So he went completely off against the A's. On the 11th, you guys, today, as we're recording this video, at auction, $43. So another big increase, right around the $20 price increase range in 1 week. Like I said, he went crazy against the A's. One of the best postseason performances for a series you can get. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs in 4 games is absolutely insane. So he also had a 600 on-base percentage. So the dude's been on fire. And his prices reflect that, like I said. We'll see what they end up doing. I know the Astros prices in general, I think, are all low because of the cheating scandal. A lot of people do not like the Astros, and I think that reflects their prices. So who knows? Maybe this is a good buy now, even at this price, if you believe in Carlos Correa. But I had to include him on the list. I know I said Randy Arozarena has been the best performer in the postseason, but it might be Carlos Correa. All right, guys, that is it for this week's episode of Cards Going Up. All postseason players still in the playoffs. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the video this week, the players that I included. Let me know in the comments, you guys, who you think is going to be the World Series matchup. We have the Dodgers versus the Braves, and we have the Astros versus the Rays. So I think it's going to be a ton of fun this upcoming week. 2 7-game series that include 4 extremely good teams right now. We got the Dodgers trying to make up for their World Series losses. We got the Astros trying to make up for their cheating. There's a lot of good stories to come in this postseason, and I'm excited to watch it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, what your guys' predictions are for the postseason moving forward. And that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. If you guys like this video, as always, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting